Good news, bad news. Mostly good news, I think. Superman Legacy will not be using the controversial technology made popular by Disney with the use in The Mandalorian and Thor: Love and Thunder. This, of course, being the volume. Let's talk about why this is probably a good call. So most of you, I think, know what the volume is. A giant room where you can build small sets or even bigger sets in theory and then just adjust on the fly what's happening in the background in real time using like Unreal technology, and you simulate a lot of what would be done in post-production. This cuts down the amount of time. They can, in real time, add reflections to helmets and things like that, so in post-production it's a lot easier to clean up. It's just very handy. The Mandalorian uses it in a great way. Then you have something like Thor: Love and Thunder, where you could clearly tell that it looked bad. And a lot of times, it looked almost comedically bad, like a cheap TV series, lacking a lot of depth and detail. It looked bad for Thor: Love and Thunder. James Gunn was recently asked about using that technology because obviously, imagine how easy it would be for Superman. You would essentially just have to suspend David on a bunch of wires like they do anyways, but you can simulate him flying in real time through Metropolis. Easily. Like, there's something there. But James Gunn recently stated they are not going to be using it. He said it's a great technology, and there's projects that can use it and see a benefit. Obviously, the Batman used it, and it worked. It looks great. Sometimes it can look better depending on what you're hiding and what's physically in there. But he said for him, it won't work because the sets he's building are too big, and how much he loves to move the camera around is not beneficial for this smaller, closed-in environment. So James Gunn is not using it for Superman Legacy. And honestly, I'm cool with it. I'm currently watching, I know it's surprising I watch something when it airs, but I'm watching the new Percy Jackson TV series, and the volume is used there, and it looks great. And if you know what to look for, you can spot some scenes where you're like, oh, I see it there. I just see it enough that it's distracting because I know what I'm looking for. But if you don't know what you're looking for, you would never be able to tell. So the technology is improving, and I think give it a couple years and more R&D in it, it's going to be more commonly used and widely used everywhere. And honestly, it'll be a game changer.